unhinged thing you've done to pass a class. You physically cannot do, because senior year, 9 days before graduation, I found out my university has a secret swim test, and I sink like a bag of wet cement. A swim test to graduate. I thought the email was a scam. It was not. Apparently it's some ancient rule from 1923 nobody mentions until you're about to walk. Swim one length of the pool, or they don't hand you your diploma. I have a 3.8 GPA. I have a job lined up. And the only thing between me and my adult life is the fact that I float like a brick wearing a backpack. Let me be clear. I can't swim. Not a little rusty can't swim. Put me in water past my belly button and my body forgets it has a skeleton and I become a panicking sea creature. I almost drowned in a kiddie pool at 6. My cousin had to pull me out of 3 feet of water in front of an entire birthday party. So when I read that email, I didn't almost throw up. I went straight to the bathroom and had a full conversation with myself in the mirror like someone before a heist. I had 9 days. So I did what any unqualified person does. I went on YouTube and typed how to swim for adults who are scared of water. I found this one guy, older dude, pure dad energy, voice like a warm towel, who teaches terrified adults to swim. In every video he says the same line, you don't fight the water, you make friends with it. Sir, the water and I have beef. We are not friending, but I watched. For 9 days, I watched all of it. Floating, kicking, breathing, the dead man's float, something called treading water that looked like the water was attacking him and he was politely declining. I was too scared to start in an actual pool, so I practiced on land. I lay face down on my dorm floor at midnight doing freestyle arms on the carpet like I was swimming through the concept of water. My roommate Theo walked in, watched me flail on the rug for 10 seconds, said, I'm not gonna ask, and went to bed. Then I upgraded to the bathtub. Do you understand how unhinged a grown adult looks holding their breath in 6 inches of bathwater at 2 a.m.? Theo does. He opened the door for his toothbrush and found me face down in the tub doing breathing drills, a video propped on the toilet lid. He thought I was in danger. I lifted my dripping face out of the water, looked him dead in the eyes, whispered, I'm making friends with it, and he closed that door very slowly. By day 6, I was sneaking into the campus pool at 6 a.m., clinging to the wall like it owed me money. The lifeguard, a bored sophomore named Priya, watched me death grip the edge every morning. On day 7, she took pity and started coaching me from her chair. Stop kicking like you're being chased, she yelled. I was being chased by the concept of failure. The night before the test, I couldn't sleep. I lay in bed running the dad guy's voice on a loop. Relax your body, the water wants to hold you up, like a hostage repeating affirmations. My whole body felt like a microwave that had been running for 9 days straight, tense and slightly humming. Test morning. There are 8 other people, all obviously experienced swimmers, stretching like Olympians. Then there's me, in panic bot goggles, looking like a hostage in a swimsuit. The instructor explains, swim one length, any stroke, no stopping, no touching the bottom. 25 meters between me and a real life. I get in. The whistle blows, and I just let go of the wall. The first 10 seconds were chaos. Then my brain played back that man screaming, make friends with the water, and so help me, I stopped fighting. I went limp. I did the ugliest, slowest, most disrespectful freestyle in the history of the sport. My form looked like a raccoon that fell in a pool and accepted its fate. I wasn't swimming so much as failing to drown in a forward direction. People were probably watching, thinking, that's not a stroke, that's a cry for help. It was, but it was moving. Halfway across, the dad voice came back. The water wants to hold you up, and for the first time in my life, it did. I wasn't sinking. I was a brick with hope. 20 meters, 22. My arms felt like overcooked spaghetti and my lungs were filing a formal complaint, but I could see the wall. I did the last 3 meters in a full doggy paddle panic, slapped that wall like it had insulted my family, and stood up gasping in the shallow end. The instructor looked at her clipboard, then at me, and said, that was technically a pass. Technically, a pass. I walked at graduation, and Theo screamed louder than my entire family. Somewhere out there, a YouTube dad will never know he taught a drowning raccoon to walk across a stage.